Gable Steveson posted on Instagram, "Think I got another one in me," meaning we could see him return to college wrestling in 2023. Although he's graduated Minnesota already, he does still have a year of eligibility. So why don't I think he should come back? Let's stop stalling and start talking wrestling. What's going on, wrestling fans? My name's Josiah, and welcome to Fanco Wrestling, your source for college wrestling news and discussion. And leave a comment right now with whether you think Gable should return to college wrestling or not. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why he should not, and then at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you whether I think he's actually being legit or not. The first reason I don't think he should return is it would diminish his run. I mean, he had quite the victory tour after the Olympics. I mean, he toured the country and literally got a standing ovation in Iowa at Carver Hawkeye Arena. He beat Anthony Cassiope, and the Hawkeyes were still clapping him on. That's something you don't see every day. He did his last backflip in Minnesota and then proceeded to do his actual last backflip in Detroit at the National Championships, followed by leaving his shoes in the middle of the mat. Now, a common issue I saw with fans is they think it would be disrespectful if Gable came back to the sport after leaving his shoes in the middle of the mat. Wrestling, after all, is a sport built on respect, more so than football or basketball, lacrosse, soccer, any other sport. Wrestling is about honorability and respectability. My favorite comment, though, was by David Zerby, who said, yeah, Gable left his shoes in the middle of the mat, so if he comes back, he should have to wrestle a season without those shoes, wrestle in bare feet or socks. Now, that would be hilarious. So the question is, what's to gain for Gable coming back to college? Well, first of all, he could become a 3-time national champion, putting him in the ranks of 50 others who have won 3 titles. He could also become a 3-time Hodge Trophy winner, though I don't think they would award it to him if he came back, just because next year's national championships are going to be absolutely historic. Yanni could become a 4-timer. Spencer could become a 4-timer. And if Gable was to be there, yeah, he'd be a part of that, but I'd be shocked if they did give him the Hodge. The second reason I don't think Gable should come back is it makes him lose a bit of credibility. I already mentioned the backflip, which he said he would retire at the Olympics, but then he ended up bringing it back. And I understand that. But then you look at some of the other things he said with not wanting to return to college wrestling and then coming back. And that was last year. And then he announced that this year would be his final season, but then, oh, wait, maybe not. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the story of the boy who cried wolf so many times that nobody believed him? And look, I get it. Gable's not just doing this for no reason. He's not trying to lie to anybody else. He's not doing this maliciously. He's doing this to ramp up hype for him to return or for the next move in his career. And with all these crazy eligibility rules, he's not the only one to have done this. There are other guys who said, oh, I'm not coming back, and then decide to come back. You look at Nick Soriano, you look at Drew Hildebrand, you look at Roman Bravo Young. It happens with multiple guys. And the third reason, before I get to if he's actually being legit or not, is that I don't think it will be that exciting. What, Josiah? How could you say that Gable Steveson is not exciting? Okay, let's take a chill pill and look at this realistically. If Gable did return, he'd probably wrestle only the bare minimum of matches. Just like in 2022, he wrestled 10 matches leading into the postseason. I mean, Gable's got a lot on his plate right now. He signed a deal with the WWE and is expected to have his first match in 2023. Don't expect him to be at every single wrestling match or every tournament, even every away match. He'll probably only be at the home dual meets. And when I say not exciting, I'm not even referring to one of the other arguments that I've heard a lot, which is let the other guys, let the other heavyweights have a shot. No, I think if Gable comes back, he's playing fair and square. And with his dominant wrestling style, he would beat up on guys again. And I would love to watch that happen for another season because it's just frankly fun to watch. But 10 matches only, like, that's really just not that exciting. That doesn't get me up out of bed in the morning. And my favorite part about Gable teasing all of this is that the fans are legitimately split. I put up this poll on Twitter, and 53% of fans want to see him come back. The rest don't. So do I think this is legit or not? Well, Gable is a part of the WWE now. Do I think this is manufactured? To an extent. I think that he's just hyping up the fans, so he stays relevant in their eyes, whether he comes back to college or whether he moves on and just does the WWE. Gable is a king at social media and a king at hyping people up. Do I think he's going to return? Actually, not. And the funny part about this is he actually changed his caption on that Instagram post just a few days ago. But if Gable does return, he'll definitely be at the top of the podium. And if you want to see who else I think will win the 2023 National Championships, you can check out my way too early predictions in this video right here.